what I learned from praying even when I didn't feel like it. So this is a topic that I feel is pretty relevant for a lot of us, especially as Muslims, on our day-to-day lives, especially because in 2025 there is more easy now than ever to always feel like you have something that demands you to be present for that over your prayers, and at any time of the day. So out of the 5 prayers in our day, every single one is booked by something. Like Fajr, most of us, if I'm being honest, are sleeping through it. Most. The average Muslim, by like just a Muslim that was born into Islam, more likely than not, they're not really taking Fajr as a priority as much as they really should. And that's at least that was me for a good part of my life. And even now it's an ongoing thing where I have to actively make all the efforts to make sure that I could be present for Fajr in time. And so that's something that's an on and off battle. Sometimes is some days, some weeks is fairly possible because the intention is really clear and strong, and there are other days where it's like the biggest uphill battle. But there's a beauty in that, and the thing is, that's why Fajr is one of the most sincerest prayer out of all of the prayers. That's why Fajr, the 2 sunnat of Fajr holds the kind of way it does, where it has more value in it than everything in this dunya combined. That's the kind of value just the 2 rakat sunnat of Fajr holds. And so it makes sense to me why that is, because throughout our days, if we actively push ourselves to pray, and even when we don't feel like praying, those times where you feel like you're really sluggish and you're pushing yourself through those prayers, those ones, it is easy to make a case that what's the point of even doing those prayers if you're not really there? So you might as well not really do it in the first place, and you would only rather do prayer only when you feel like it, because then you're able to give your best. But that's a misconception. That's a really big misconception, because and it's natural that we carry that misconception by our human logic. But honestly, I've seen like a video a while back where somebody said that they asked this scholar in Egypt when they were on the trip in Egypt, and it was like this highly accredited imam and whatnot, and they asked them that what weight does praying for me hold, especially when I don't feel like it? Like, what's the point when I know I'm not really there? And and he naturally felt like, there's not much point in that, and he would only rather pray than only when he's feeling up to it. But then the scholar replied to him that those are easily the most sincere ones. Those are easily the most sincere prayers. The ones where he feels like not being there the most initially, those are the ones that are the most sincerest to Allah, because you really made the effort. You really went through the effort of setting your intention and making sure you're present for Allah. And that's not easy. Even if you feel like you're not being perfect at it and you're not the most mindful at the moment, just the effort in trying to get yourself to pray in time, there is so much sincerity in that, my brother and sister. And so that's basically a key mental shift that made it so I was able to start feeling like, okay, like every time I don't feel like praying, that's just that much more incentive that is gonna be just that much more sincere if I could force it out of me. And so I feel that this is a value we could apply to all of our lives, and it would make a big change in general, and it's something that you could carry into other aspects of life as well, like the disciplines and the things that you want to do for yourself. if you're working a 9 to 5, let's say you're working at CVS, but you know you want to do something else. You want to have your own, you have your own passion, you're pursuing something, or you need to build for years without maybe seeing even any result for all you know, right? Because it's not an overnight success. Even the overnight success isn't overnight, because the lead up to that overnight success is multiple years of work that goes under the radar. If you know that, but hey, you still need your livelihood, you still need to work that CVS job, it's easy to lose yourself in feeling like, okay, I'll put the 9 to 5 CVS first, and then I'll pour some energy into the thing I actually want to do at the end of the day. But you would rather not do that. You'd rather prioritize putting the thing that you actually want to do at the earlier part of the day. So you wake up at, like, let's say 5 in the morning, you pray, all that, and then you do the thing that's pouring into your cup, and then you go into the CVS job. That's being smart about it. That's how you prioritize doing the thing that's gonna fill you in the long run, and that's gonna help you serve your purpose and be the best you can be for your loved ones in the long run. But even those days where you went through a long, dreadful, tiring day at work, and you still choose to not skip out, cut yourself short by not working on the thing that is actually going to set you up for your passion. If you force yourself to work on, let's say you like playing guitar, and you set 30-minute non-negotiable, you're going to play that guitar every day, and you do that after the longest day where you're tired and you have all the reasons to mentally check out and not really do it, but you force it out of yourself, is that not the most sincere and self-loving worth of action that you're taking for yourself? Because you really don't want to be there, but you know that's the one action that you're actually doing where it's something for you directly. So just like that, that philosophy applies to everything in general in life. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions or concerns and anything else you'd like me to talk about. And yeah, take care, my brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum.